Good morning, Quadcopter 101 here. And before we get started, let's get the shout-outs out of the way. Today's shout-outs goes to, it's a threefer for today. I got a backlog of notification squad winners I got to catch up on. But today's winners are Jokey, Talos Koki, and Marcelo Rodriguez. I hope I'm pronouncing all those names correctly. So all three were the first to say first in one of my recent videos, and thus they win a shout-out. So what do I got for you today? This is a new SHRC SH7 hobby. What is the SH7 hobby? Well, it's supposed to be a 1080p HD Wi-Fi FPV flyer. Unfortunately, the one I got seems to be a 720p version. The one I got is not 1080p. I have to confirm with my supplier if all of these are 720p, but this particular one that I got was 720p, not 1080p as advertised, unfortunately. Other things about it, why was I interested? In addition to the 1080p camera, I was interested because it has some advanced features such as follow me. Actually, it's a turning follow me and gesture control. So those are the three main reasons I was interested in it. Additionally, it records directly to a microSD card slot in the back to avoid that Wi-Fi lag that you normally see. It comes with a very large battery, a 3.7 volt 1200 milliamp hour battery that gives it a pretty good flight time. Not as much as they predict. I think they say 18 minutes. This doesn't do 18 minutes, folks. But it gives it a good, respectable flight time. Now, one other thing I kind of don't like about it is these propellers. These are very high-pitched propellers. They tend to generally, especially in camera birds, produce jello, lots of jello. And we'll see if that is true. I predict it's going to give us a lot of jello. Whenever I see a high-pitched propeller, you know, it's almost a guarantee of vibrations that it's going to cause jello. It's the way it is. Okay, on the bottom of this thing, I think they were planning for an optical flow sensor, but there is none in there. There is no optical flow ability with this particular drone, unfortunately. But that keeps its price down, and I believe it's only around $50 is its current price. And finally, there's an on-off switch on the bottom of it. The controller is actually a nice controller. It feels good. You start and stop the quadcopter by pressing this button here, and it'll do a landing also by pressing that button here. You can change the rates of the quadcopter by pressing it into the pitch stick, or the throttle stick, I'm sorry. And you can change you can activate headless mode by pressing this button here, and one key return by pressing that button there. So that's about it, folks. So let's fire it up and open up its app and see how it performs. Hope you enjoy this flight. Okay, to start this up, you hold down the on-off button, like so. And they're starting to water the field here. I got some time here. I got about 15-20 minutes to fly this before I get doused. Okay, and then we turn on the transmitter like so. Up and down bind. Let's check to make sure the motors are spinning. They are spinning properly. Okay, I'm going to connect the Wi-Fi and connect the app. So hold on, folks. Okay, this is the SHRC 1080 app, available on Google Play and iTunes. First thing I'm going to do is hit record on the app by pressing the record button there. And I'm going to turn off everything, turn it to FPV only for now. And then we're going to start the motors, down and out. And give it throttle. And go up in this direction a bit toward the sun. So I can go there, turn it around, and let it float back. And say, "How you like my shirt today, folks?" There we go. Let me sync it up. That's the FPV video that you get from this. Looking at the flight, it's relatively stable, but again, I don't have any wind today. Now, the advanced features of this, you know, the follow me and all that, well, let's try it. Usually, they don't work unless you use the app to fly the drone, but I could be wrong. So let's try follow me. And I want to get in the picture right about here. Let's see if it turns. Nah. Let's try it again. Again, I think I need to be using the app to control this. And as such, can I take control via this? Doesn't look it. I'm going to have to land it, folks, and restart it to demonstrate the advanced features. But let's try, just want to try the flyability of this thing first before I turn off the controller. Let's go to higher rate. There's its funnels. Going out, turning around. Does not have flip. I don't think it has flip. No. No, no flip. But, well, we are recording. No, we're not recording. Start that recording one more time. This time, let's go up. And I just want to try the camera real quick. Demonstrate the camera. Go up high. Right about there. And gently rotate to demonstrate what the camera is seeing. Keep in mind, we are recording directly to microSD card. So we don't, I am seeing some lag. Some jello also on my screen here. But I'm hoping that SD card can reduce the lag that I'm seeing. And I don't know if it can do much for the jello, unfortunately. But let's bring it down. Reducing throttle. Pushing forward. And we're going to go to land it on the pad and switch to the app so we can try out those advanced features of this. Look at that bee going after it. And let's see if we can make a nice landing on the pad. In for the approach. Kerplop. And there we go. Okay, what I'm going to do now, folks, we're going to switch to using the app only. I'm going to turn off the transmitter. Okay, I've restarted the drone, restarted the app, restarted the recording. Let's see if I can restart the controls by down and out. That seems to have done it. And let's give it some throttle to take to the air. And I want to go to higher rate. 1, 2, 100, no, 30, 60, 100. And that seems to do it. Let's go over to the middle of the field here. I'm getting the wind starting to pick up here. But I want to try, again, those features of follow me while I got app control of the drone. And we'll plop it right about there. Look at the wind blow it by. It's a shame because I had no wind before. Going up higher and following it. Will it follow me? Will it turn? It is. Okay, so this does work when you're using the app only. And looks like it's landing itself because it lost signal from the Wi-Fi. See, Wi-Fi signal seems to be rather short on this. So let's grab it again, go back over to the landing pad. We'll stop the follow me for now. Give it one more shot. Going back over to the pad, stopping that video recording that I just did. Starting it again. Video recording started, starting the motors. Taking off. Pushing forward. Going upwind. Going higher. Next thing I want to try is flight plan. Forward. Fly forward. Fly forward. Fly forward. It doesn't fly very long with the flight plan. Let's go back to follow me. Do I got control? Well, let's get in the view of the camera. And there it sees me. Follow me. There you go. It's following me. What if I turn to the other direction? It lost me. It lost me. Let's see if it regains me if I get back in front of it. Okay, it sees me again. And, and it loses me. Let me get closer to it. It does it and then it loses me. So follow me is kind of iffy on this. Let's fly it normal now. Just using the sticks. Okay. Going back over in this direction here. And letting it blow by again. Now, gesture control. Supposedly has gesture control. Let's try it. Oh, I gotta land, folks. Here comes a quadcopter helicopter. I can hear it. So and it worked. But hold on, folks, I'm going to land it. And we're going to wait until the helicopter goes by. Okay, that helicopter's passed. It's gone. Going to the hospital over there. And we're going to start the motors again. And what haven't I tried yet? Let's see some of these other features that we got here. We got 3D mode. What was this one again? Well, that just reverses it. The one that looks like an airplane. Okay, we got headless mode. We could try that. And selecting headless mode. Starting the motors. And starting the camera again. And taking off. Pushing out. And it won't do a regular follow me. Let's see if I can do a simulated follow me using headless mode. Tell you what, does it got G-sensor control? That makes it even easier if it's got G-sensor control. Is that it? Yeah, it's got G-sensor control. Okay. There we go. It's the easiest way to fly this thing. Like such. This way you can simulate follow me relatively easily. The easiest way to fly these things. Let's see if I can turn it over here. But okay, we're doing follow me. Old school, where you actually fly it. Let's bring it closer. Can it do it? Can it sense me? Take another picture. Yeah. Take another picture. Holding up my fingers. Getting a little closer. 3, 2, 1. So that's the SH7. That's from SHRC. You know, not a lot of features on it. It does have advanced features of follow me, which is kind of iffy in how they work. The other advanced features of waypoint flying, not so much, not so good. Flying this headless mode with the G-sensor rocker is probably the easiest way to fly it. Makes it very simple to fly, and you could actually do follow me. So let's do that. See if it's keeping up with the old man running across the field. Now I'm manually flying this, folks. This is not the follow me feature of the drone, but I'm manually flying it using G-sensor control. And am I recording? Because I really want to get this review done today. I want to make sure that it is recording. So, well, we'll see how long it flies. Again, it's recording directly to a microSD card, so we shouldn't have any problems with lag, hopefully. Let's go up a bit higher. Now we'll fly it using G-sensor control. Going upwind, then coming back. Now, for those of you who've never seen this before, most phones have G-sensors in there for playing video games. You know, you just tilt the phone and it'll go in that direction. But you can also use that in a lot of toy drones for controlling the drone, as I'm doing here. Let's go over here now. It's just you got to maintain orientation on the drone. The way you do that is you turn the phone as it goes by you. See, I turned the phone, so now I'm controlling it like so. But I want to turn the drone's direction toward me. We'll go over here now. Turn the drone toward me. Now I have to turn the phone like this to maintain its position. And I'm going to come down a little lower too. Reducing throttle. And we better go over here because the sprinklers are about to go off over here. We might be close to the end of its flight time here, folks. Turning off that video camera. We'll try one more time. See if we can get one more flight out of this. But Let's do that. Let's see if we can get the controller to work again. Okay, controller should be bound. Let's see if I can get the motor started. Yep, I have to restart the quadcopter, and I'm not going to do that. We're going to just fly the remainder of it using the battery, or using the FPV, the controller on my phone. So let's see if we can start those motors again. Probably have to come out of G-sensor control. Yeah, there we go. Going up. Going back to G-sensor. And we'll finish the remainder of the flight using G-sensor control. Am I in there? Going up higher. Going up higher because I'm looking at my feet. There we go. So, again, SHRC SH7. It's not a long-range flyer because of the Wi-Fi. Actually, I kind of enjoy flying it best using my phone with the G-sensor control. There goes the sprinklers. They're getting closer. But this supposedly has a long flight time, and we're going to see how long that flight time is. We'll get closer to the sprinklers. Let's go. See, every morning this field gets watered, and I got to watch myself here or I'll get washed. So, yeah. Flying steady with the phone. And seems to have a long flight time, so they're right about that. I don't know what the predicted flight time is. Now, the other thing about this is they're claiming 1080p camera. I have not seen it record in 1080p yet, you know, and I've recorded it using the controller, I've recorded it using the phone, recorded using, you know, not connected to Wi-Fi, and it always records in 720p HD on my camera card. And really, I can't figure that one out, folks, why it's not working properly. Okay, I'm going to come out of G-sensor control. I'm going to head upwind a bit, and I want to fly the remainder of it normal. Let's go to higher rate too. 100%, turning, pushing forward. That's 100%. No, it's 60. 100. That's 100%. And there goes its battery. No more flight time. So that's the flight time you get with this. So let's stop that video if it was recording. I'm not sure it was that time. So that's the flight of the SHRC SH7. A lot of promise to it, but I don't know if it's keeping its promises. So I hope you enjoyed this flight. This is Quadcopter 101, signing out.